Hello and welcome back to VGC's Patreon output with We 3 Watch E3, the first of our new series in which we watch old E3 press conferences. I'm joined by Andy and Chris to watch Sony's E3 2006 press conference. How are you, Andy?
I'm alright. I can't believe you're making me live through this press conference for a second time.
Yeah, well,
I've got my lanyard on.
is that the little bit across from LECC that you could see from like?
I have no idea, but it's where they're literally the Sony Pictures movie lot. So there was like tons of security, and you're on like it was very cool. You're on like film sets basically, right? I remember going in, and the security guard went to me, "Make sure you wear sunscreen, sir." I was like, "You dick."
Kaz there just said we're not interested in cutting corners, which I'm assuming was a reference to Xbox for some reason, and said we're also not interested in gimmicks, which apparently was a dig at the Nintendo version. We're about to see some gimmicks, folks.
He's not interested in cutting corners.
But there's loads of gimmicks in this press conference.
Yeah.
I know that's what I'm saying. We're not interested in gimmicks, and then later on, I'm sure they bring out the Eye of Judgment at one point.
I mean, is he trying to polish up a 700 quid games console, basically?
How things change.
Remember when consoles only cost $599 the glory days?
Actually, adjusted for inflation, this only costs 50 pence.
I'll adjust you for inflation.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I love when
I'm in the minority. Lanyard.
I'm in the minority here, but I miss when press conferences like this actually had press stuff at the start, like all
where there were
the
press
sales figures and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, brilliant! Like you watch some of these old ones. Here's our head of sales, Peter Main.
Hello, Los Angeles.
Everybody in the club getting tips. Like just a geezer in a suit.
Here's our financial forecast for the next year.
I'm gonna take you on a roller coaster.
Oh, they've got that silver PS3. I wish they came out with that because I thought that looked so much better than the black one.
But I love this. I understand why over time they just scrapped all this and just started with trailers from the start. But I do miss all the kind of
because this is when E3 was the last remnants of it. This is probably the last great E3, I'd say, because as I said they reset it and they came back.
yeah.
But it was back when it really was for retailers, right? I mean, this video we're watching is a videotape, B-roll tape. In those days, if you wanted to film, you needed a broadcast camera. You needed a special pass to film and be up at the back with your big broadcast camera.
Yeah.
And everyone else would get this. What I'm assuming this tape is that they no clips preserved. Would have been Sony's official kind of B-roll tape.
Yeah. We should stress, according to the description, Danny says there's 2 minutes missing from this footage. So hopefully it's 2 random minutes and not like Ridge Racer or anything like that.
It might be 2 minutes of license stuff because I know that archives of I think it was Xbox's 2005 show. They didn't include that little skit where Bill Gates and Steve Ballmer are like waiting to see Star Wars. They're like sitting in a queue waiting to see Star Wars. That was never preserved. Oh, come on!
PS2 games. Okami.
Yakuza.
A little game called Yakuza.
Urban Chaos. So woke.
And many more. So please remember to check them out when you visit.
I should point out I'm going for the tall boy Iron Brew today.
Oh, nice.
This is a lengthy session.
Making it last.
216 new PlayStation 2 titles from both first and third-party companies.
Imagine the slagging they would get nowadays if they came out and started their press conference being like, new to PlayStation 4.
Here's our PS4 games.
Come on, the PSP.
I often receive 2 questions.
I think the PSP might legitimately be my favourite thing Sony's ever put out.
Why now? These are 2 separate
I did like it, to be fair.
with one single answer. It's about the ability to offer.
I think it's because it's the first thing I bought with my own money and it felt like I'd just purchased a house, like, in terms of value.
Rock Band Unplugged alone made it worth it.
Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
PSP is an unrivaled portable entertainment device, the culmination of the best that Sony has to offer. And at its core,
I don't remember the Xbox press conference this year at all. I don't remember it at all.
But that's
I would have gone to this. I don't know. I don't know why they would have. I mean, my press pass has got Bravo written on it, and I never worked for them, so I'm assuming someone had a spare. I
Is
don't
that because did Xbox put more of its effort in that MTV broadcast to release
The
that?
No, that's
Elijah,
the year
the Elijah
before.
Woods one.
That's the
Yeah,
year
it's
before. So
05.
you got to remember, Xbox 360 is out at this point.
Yeah, at this point, yes, which is why probably we can't remember it because
So the PS3 is coming out
Yeah.
at this point because they were a year behind. I think this is the Wii
yeah,
E3.
360's out, Wii and PS3 aren't. Yeah.
This was the E3 where they showed Wii for the first time. That was the big thing. I don't remember the Xbox press conference at all.
Look at that setup, man. Just random tellies fucking everywhere.
Software sales for the PSP have been just
So the 2nd of May was when I started the Future.
Oh, nice.
So, and they just announced like a few days before it that they were renaming the Revolution to the Wii. So like I was like devastated.
I think this month on the cover of Edge they had an interview with Kaz, an interview with Peter Moore, and an interview with some Nintendo Donny for it was maybe Reggie actually for Revolution stuff.
Let's take a look at some of the PS3
Those trousers are
titles
quite
that
high.
are scheduled
That's like
Yeah.
Simon Cowell
later
almost.
on in the year.
Here he goes.
Fair play to him.
Oh, Siphon Filter, Dark Mirror, B-Boy.
3 frames of Pro Ev.
That's the thing. You couldn't show a PSP game for more than a couple of frames.
This is like-
Then people would be like,
It
"Oh,
actually shows something visible.
I think Xbox. This was the year they had Gears of War.
oh, okay."
If you remember, it took about a year for them to get any decent first parties. Well, other than the launch lineup.
Yeah.
Gears of War was the real first killer app. And
Planet
this was the
PSP.
E3 where
That would be that Xbox from this year would be an interesting one to watch because it's so unknown. Like this one's got lots
Yeah.
of memes and stuff. I'd love to watch one that I've totally completely forgotten about and see.
I've seen this one once since the memes happened. I watched Gersman watch it like 10 years ago or something, and there's so much more that you don't remember that hasn't become like the Ridge Racer and all that
Like
stuff. That
like
it's just,
like 20 minutes of B-Boy.
yeah.
Just showing us.
Oh, look at all these games that were referenced 20 years later. Astro. Local
Surprised there wasn't a B-Boy.
Yeah, a wee B-Boy bot.
World Tour Soccer.
I remember how many football games there used to be.
They're all shiters.
Yeah. Talk, man.
this is
Oh,
like
that was the-
this is the period of time where America hasn't invented EDM music yet. So it's always very awkward where it's like Euro bangers or butt rock, basically.
Wow, 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 wow.
Was Talkman an awful attempt at Google Translate, or was it literally just?
I
you
think it
speak
might
in
have
this and
been.
we'll speak it back.
That Planet PSP thing they showed was also like a map, was like an early Google Maps
PlayStation
equivalent.
Portable, ladies and
It's like,
gentlemen.
here's a TomTom.
Now, one of the new and innovative ways we've provided opportunities for publishers and retailers to expand the software market on both the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2 formats was the introduction of the Greatest Hits program.
You don't get
Yeah,
many
this
salmon
is-
shirts and
Yeah.
press conferences.
Days of 2-hour press conferences where you have to sit through 45 minutes of that old shit.
I love the shine on the console behind them, though.
Yeah.
In North America,
It's unnecessary.
starting with 5
When did we
titles
stop
from
calling them
Sony Computer
formats and
Entertainment
started calling them
America.
platforms?
ATV Off-Road Fury, Blazing
I always
Trails,
kind of interchange them.
Ape Escape on the Loose.
I
that
think
a
calling them
region?
formats is a very UK thing for some reason.
Yeah, I was gonna
Head-On,
say, isn't that a
and
region
Wipeout
thing?
Pure.
System.
And to qualify for greatest hit status, a title has
Hot
must have
Shots
sold
Golf. Fucking
Twisted
yeah.
Metal Head on there again.
or more units and have been on the market for
PSP
at
doesn't
least
feel
9
that old
months.
at this point though, because I had
PSP
one
uses an optical disc
like
medium
E3
called
04,
the
something like
Universal
that.
Media Disc,
Did they
or
announce it
UMD.
E3 04?
In addition to game titles,
Because they announced
PSP
DS and
users also
PSP
have
the
a
same
wide variety
year.
of
Yeah, it must have
I'm
still
sure
been pretty
PSP is
new
only
at this
2
point.
years old at this point.
Which is pretty early to be bringing out a greatest hits.
Yeah, that's what I'm
more than
thinking.
670 non-game UMD titles have been produced, and more than 18 million units shipped to market.
Shouldn't be boasting they've released 70
video
UMDs that are
titles
non-games.
have sold more than
Remember that they tried to
100,000
create a
copies.
movie format? That
Oh
nobody
yeah, I've
gave a
got
shit
like Spider-Man and Quantum of Solace, all this absolute piss.
Mine came with Spider-Man.
Additionally, through firmware upgrades,
The
Remember
best
we-
PSP was the PSP Go, that one that slid up. That was like
Why
great.
what is this revisionism that everyone says the PSP Go is amazing? It was so shit. It just
No,
went
it
out
wasn't.
of like
It was
it literally no one bought it, and it went
bought it.
out of production as quick as it came in because it
bought
was
it. It was
rubbish.
It was a great wee bit of kit.
It's
The
a
most recent
novelty.
update, 2.7,
So?
that launched at the end of April,
Yeah, but if you go, it's
added
amazing.
great
It's
new
not.
features.
Oh, do you remember that Wii
RSS
revision?
channel
That was great. That
and
was.
macro media
The
players.
Canadian Wii was great.
So
Thank you
now,
very much.
Yeah, I know. Everyone loved it. Yeah.
I always wanted that, but it was non-hackable. It's like I'd like because you
Well, you
couldn't
couldn't use your games in it either. It was
No,
digital,
exactly.
digital, right? It was way
Yeah.
too before its
And later
time.
in the year, we plan to add RSS video, voice over IP functionality.
You could tell when the
But avoid-
PSP died. You know when you went in the shops and they were selling off all the UMD videos, and you could get them for 49 pence, 101 Premiership goals, shit like that.
I think I quite literally had something like that. It was like the Premier League years, 06, 07 or something like that.
Trends. And in fact, we hope that you brought your PSP with you today, because after the event, we've set up a number of download stations.
Andy
that
in the
include
audience
gaming
going, "Whoa!"
So, mate, there was a
What?
GDC once, right?
including an RSS feed of this very
Crap, what
press
was
conference.
it?
So please stick around.
Where they, I think it's
and
like,
enjoy.
cool. When would this have been? I've got to think about it before I ruin this anecdote. I've got to try and remember.
Oh,
what it
right,
actually
everybody
was.
shut up.
Wait
That's
to see this.
amazing.
My name's Brett. I'm out here enjoying Town Square.
Times Square, yeah.
Center of the universe. Talking about some PlayStation.
I've been playing PlayStation for about
10
And
years.
they cut her off.
PlayStation 1 that was the coolest thing because it played CDs.
where the discs were blue and stuff.
Oh, she's got the net, Rosie.
What I love about the PlayStation is the feel of the controller in my hands. I like the
Look at this cunt.
Hell.
eagerly awaiting the PlayStation 3.
Third one, yeah, definitely waiting for that.
I've been waiting forever.
Well, I heard that the graphics on it was
It puts you into a story,
Like you are that character.
like you right there.
which is the best part of video games.
Oh, fuck.
It's impressive they managed to get Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
My name's Michael. Mark Hicks. My name's Liam. My name's Ams. My name's Dan. My name is Meredith Morell.
My son is the best gamer I've ever played against. He's so fiercely competitive, and he can never lose. And of course, being his dad, I
Doesn't have a son.
No. I bet this was literally across the road for where PlayStation are in London. They're like, oh, Christ, we just need to get this done.
So I'm pretty sure it was a GDC, right? And they did something similar to there. If you look underneath your seats, some of you have got your own brand new PS Vita, and the place just turned into a war zone of people murdering seats. There's only like one every out of like 20 seats would have one. There were just people ripping, like the guy in front of me ripped a hole in the bottom of the seat, just a chunk of like cushion.